Here we go. All right, Groove 99.3, Bakersfield's home for old school and throwbacks. Doing some pigskin picks.
Yep. Hey, you guys, man, we're back at it. What a week of interesting events in football.
Yeah, some sad ones too.
Yeah,
I mean, look, if we bring it up, we got to bring it up. It's news. I mean, you talked about. I mean, the Raiders fans out there. There's a ton of them.
Yeah,
and
just a tragic story.
Talking about Ruggs, rookie year,
Henry Ruggs. What a young guy, man. Only 22 years of age, just starting his career out literally.
Yeah, and he was solid kid. And
absolutely,
dude. You know what? And it's a sad thing that happened. He rear ends somebody in a Toyota RAV4, kills him, and you're just like, man. And Danny, we talked about this, the consequences for that. And I looked it up, and I heard 2 years to 20 years. He's going to be in jail for at least a couple years. Carlitos, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Where are you?
He's in El Salvador. Carlitos he's in El Salvador.
Very cool. Welcome to Pigskin Picks.
He's on vacation. He's on a honeymoon. He's honeymooning in El Salvador, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a sad story. Again, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. This is the result of drunk driving. This is I don't care how rich or whatever your place in this world, whether you are a celebrity or not, you drive drunk, these types of situations happen, and as a result, you will pay.
Yes. And to throw this out there, our PSA, Manny checking in too. Good morning. I'm trying to get your shout outs up there too, but dude, call me if you're drinking and need a ride. Seriously, call dude Uber. It's an app and it's not that expensive to use.
No,
call Danny. We'll dude, because last thing we want to see is anybody get hurt like that.
Dude, even if it was $100 for the ride, you know how much it is for a DUI?
Not cheap.
I don't even mean to laugh. It's that serious.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's a horrible decision to get behind the wheel when you're drinking. It's just not worth it. So, and granted, Danny, I'm 50 years old now. Have I done stupid stuff in my past? I'm not going to deny it, but
nor will I.
Don't do it now.
I'm not here to judge or say that I did foolish things when I was a kid too. But at this point, though, and again, I'm not going to go in on and keep harping on the Henry Ruggs situation. I'm just saying that again. Here's a terrible choice that was made, and you.
22 years old. 22 years old.
Dude, let's not forget the life that was lost, though, on the other side. This is the part that's terrible, because that family is now without a family member, and you made the choice to jump in your car, and that's just, it's tragic, man. It really is tragic. So let's talk, man. What a great turn of events this past weekend in football. I
know what great turn of event you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Jimmy G. Let's talk Jimmy G for a moment. I'm not gonna go up that tree just yet, but I will say they definitely came to life out there in Soldier Field. Jimmy G woke up, 2 touchdowns himself. He's in the end. I was like, what is he? Who is this? Who's this? Jimmy Kaepernick. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I've got 2 comments for Danny. First of all, Jimmy playing for his job last week. Let's be honest. They're probably ready to ship him out. But 2, I saw Danny P burning his Garoppolo jersey last week. So I don't know maybe it was cold outside. I don't know, but
I'm still not convinced. I was just blown away. I'm still not convinced.
Jimmy, keep that up. Keep that up, Jimmy. Keep playing like that. Yeah, you're fine. We're keeping.
Come on. The Bears are they're not hot. They're not so hot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not the biggest test you're gonna face this year.
No. The Bears are But it is definitely hard. Hey, I'll say this: Soldier Field is no joke to play in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That home field there. Oh yeah. Chicago Bears fans.
Yes.
Bears fans are. Yeah.
They'll eat you up. They'll eat you up alive. So shout out to them. It was fun to watch, no doubt. Let's look at the news today. Interesting. Green Bay will be without Aaron Rodgers as he tests positive for COVID.
Yeah, Ramiro checking in. The Baker boy taking over for Rodgers. Who is that? Who's taking over for him? Ramiro. Who's the dude? Cole. Which one's coming through for him? Because I'm not sure who's heard that. Because the Packers beat the Cardinals, and I did not pick that win, man. Cardinals. What happened? Packers look good. Look very.
If you recall, I picked that.
You did, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you said if anybody can beat the Cardinals, and that was a toss up for me too. But man, Cardinals.
Again, it's hard to go against a guy that you give the ball back. Again, we know the situation. It's a repeat scenario. Don't give the ball back to the veterans, man. You don't give the ball back to Tom Brady. You don't give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
You don't put the ball back in these guys that can make big plays, that can stretch the field in 1 or 2 downs. That's what they do. They can stretch the field, and they'll go and they attack your secondary to pick up those PIs, man. So that's how they get to stretch the field. They'll go deep and then attack your secondary, and then there's 20 yards tacked on because of the freaking pass interference play.
Yep. And speaking of what you do, now I think the Saints were okay giving it back to Tom Brady when he threw that pick in the last couple of minutes. But that's more the exception than the rule.
Well, yeah, I agree. I totally agree. You're right. Saints are they're in some trouble too, there, man.
Okay.
They're talking. Philip Rivers is throwing his name, saying, "I'll suit up. I'll come out of retirement. You need me." You need me, Nola? I'll come. I'll come to your rescue.
Is he the guy?
In their situation, I would go with Philip Rivers.
He brings experience.
He brings experience, and he still has
solid defense too. They do have a solid defense too.
Look, Philip Rivers ran a long time in the NFL, and he was solid. Was he a great one? I mean, we could argue that. Yeah. Did he have a great arm? Yeah. Philip Rivers, he had a rocket of an arm. It still does. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens there in NOLA too, because they're in some definitely in a situation in the need of a quarterback now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then let's see. Titans Colts. Derrick Henry possibly out for a while.
It looks like season. That's what I'm seeing.
Yikes. That'll be a problem because we were just talking about him last week. The dude is a tank. He thought he was indestructible. It's football. You get injured. These happen. So
it happens, man. That's the horrific part of the league, the game, and being an athlete, man. Injuries happen. So that's a big. You take that component out of removing Derrick Henry because of IR. That's
Yep.
Can't move the ball.
They're gonna feel it, man, because you need that ground game. It's very necessary. Rams beat the Texans. I had Rams defense on my fantasy team, and I went from 27 points down to like 15 because the Texans scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So if you play fantasy football, you know my pain. But Rams, looking really good. Steelers beat the Browns.
Rams look solid, man. I still in the West, in the NFC West, I got it. You still, again, Aaron Rodgers beating up on Kyler Murray and the Cardinals, but I think the Cardinals and the Rams look solid in the West.
Yes, absolutely. Who's it? And then wait, Cardinals, Rams,
Seattle.
Seattle looks, they're having it. They've got
Seattle had a win.
They pulled a win out.
I believe Geno Smith, right? That's Geno Smith over there as backup.
He got injured, and then they had the backup. Didn't they have the backup to the backup?
Oh, did they? I didn't know they had. Okay, I didn't know that.
I could be wrong too, man. I can't keep up. So much good football to watch.
And so many backups. There's like a lot of guys just coming up.
When you start getting third, fourth string, yeah, it's hard to keep track of it when you got a day job. But, but just some other interesting games here too. The Bills beat the Dolphins. It was actually kind of a little bit. The Dolphins gave them a little bit of a run for their money there. Panthers beat the Falcons. I was kind of shocked at that game. I thought the Falcons were pretty high scoring. And let's see, Emilio checking in. What's up, Emilio?
What up, Emilio?
And let's see. Cowboys beat the Vikings.
Yep.
Nice. Chiefs beat the Giants. Is that a turnaround for the Chiefs?
Yes, it is. And it wasn't easy for the Chiefs either.
Yeah, against the Giants.
It wasn't easy. I watched that game. They really fought the New York Giants, man, on that one. I go, wow. What you really have to, this is that thing where I really feel that there's a situation, an underlying issue there in KC. There's something there.
Something else going on, huh?
Yeah, there's something brewing, man, and I can't put my finger on the pulse. I don't know. I was in this discussion with a few friends, and we were talking about that. I don't know if it's maybe an internal issue that Patrick Mahomes is dealing with, because he is really out of sync. I mean, is he still a beast? Can he still? Yes, he's still Patrick Mahomes. He's elusive. He can play the position with the best of them. But right now, he gets flustered, and he's throwing picks, and he's throwing things that are. It doesn't look like Patrick Mahomes, And when you look at it and you go, he's got Kelsey, he's got Hill. He's got some of the best hands out there, and he's missing them.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking at this week's leaderboard for wrapping up week 8 there. We got to shout out Monique M getting first place. She got 12 out of 15 correct. And Dan, is this you, Danny P? There's a Danny P on here with 10 out of 15 correct. So tied for second. Is that you?
No.
So there's another Danny P out there, huh?
That's David B.
Danny other P. Let's see who else. And then I did bad. I got 7 out of 15. This is my worst week. So it's embarrassing. It was embarrassing for me. But shout out to Monique M. 12 out of 15. And she's getting hooked up with that $50 certificate to Family Motors Acura for parts and service. And Family Motors Acura, the service department, now open Monday through Saturday. So go check those guys out.
When do we start, Adley, starting to predict? When do we start talking playoffs?
I think we're getting there.
About 3 more games, right? Maybe 3 or 4 more.
So.
Yeah. We can start going, okay, these are the leaders in the divisions. And excuse me. And we can start having a much clearer picture. It's starting to look interesting because, you look across Denver. What's happening there in Denver with the Broncos, man?
They lost again, didn't they?
I don't know what's happening there, man. That's another one that they haven't been able to gain traction. I'm just curious, man. There's a lot of, I'm still not going to rule out the Vegas Raiders, man. I'm not ruling them out. They've got a lot of gust under their wings, man. I think they'll finish strong.
Yeah. I would love for us to make Doc. You're talking about the Raiders, right? Yeah, there's a chance there. There's a chance. Yeah, and Sean saying we are making the playoffs. Sean, you're a Raiders fan, right? Yeah, and Raiders, you're playing the Giants this week. So let's see. Paul Mendoza, Raiders looking good in the AFC West. Sean, Raider Nation. Yes.
Yeah, Raiders are looking good, man. They
should beat the Giants. They should.
With all these types of, trials and tribulations that they continue to go through and suffer, man, with the Raiders, to endure this and surpass it, I'm really impressed with them right now. Because this goes to show you that team is really gelling. And I really think, honestly, I'm going to say it, man. we live here. We live in car country, right?
Yes.
I got to say that their leader really is Carr. I believe that. I'm a firm believer in Carr. And first and foremost, I'm a believer in God. And so I believe with that guidance that Carr has, and I really think that it's shining on his team to burst through all this negativity and probably with the things that have transpired there in the last 48 hours. I think that they've got a lot to prove. So am I screaming Raiders? I just think they look good, man. I'm impressed because that's a hard situation and scenario to overcome. Because you lose somebody like Gruden, who I thought they all believe, and especially Carr, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that connection in that relationship was pretty solid, right? And I'm sure it still is. I don't know their relationship now. I'm just saying it's been a lot there for them to continue on at this high level.
Absolutely. So the 3 games, instead of going over every game, there's 3 games I want you to pick the winners on. You guys can play along too. 3 good games I'm looking at. Packers, Chiefs. Who's going to win that one? Cardinals, 49ers. Who's going to win that one? And then Titans, Rams. Those are the 3 games I'm looking at that. Kind of my games of the week as far as like these 3 should be pretty good. Raiders are playing the Broncos. I think they should win. But
they'll roll over on the Bronx, man.
Yeah. Packers, Chiefs. Yeah. Okay. If the Chiefs can keep playing, good.
That's a no-brainer. No Aaron, no Rodgers there. They fall.
Interesting.
Pack will lose that. No Rodgers there. Pack's going to lose that game. Mahomes will eat them up.
Yeah. Okay. Now Cardinals, 49ers.
Honestly, I got to go with the Niners on this one, man. The Niners. I think that this has put a lot of what we need, the good stuff, back into Jimmy in believing in himself, and I think the guys are healthy, and I think Kittle's coming back, and we're gonna have some. And they just got beat up.
Yeah,
Arizona just got beat up. So
I don't know. I think the Cardinals are angry about their first loss. I think they come back pretty strong. I think it's going to be a better game than we thought it would be. I think it's going to be a little bit closer because I think the 49ers do have something to prove. But I think the Cardinals
don't forget, it's a divisional game. There's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the line.
Right. Yeah, so these are must wins. Well, definitely a must win for 49ers. Definitely must win.
Yeah.
Rams got a chance against the Titans. I think this is going to be a really good game too. And we talked about Derrick Henry being out.
I'm going with Rams. I'm going with the Rams to roll over on the Titans, dude.
Calling it a rollover. You calling it by 2 touchdowns or more?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, look, dude, there's no Derrick Henry. You're not going to be able to run that ball. There's nothing there. That means they're going to have to go to the air. Even their back. Who's their backup back?
It's like Jacob McHenry or something.
Yeah. Again, you're not Derrick. You're not Henry, bro. He's a beast. He can run and carry 4 or 5 defenders on his back and still get in the end zone if needed. He's done it. So that's a big loss, bro. That's a Marshawn Lynch out of Seattle in 2013, 12.
Yeah, we talked about that. He reminds me of Marshawn Lynch, just
very much so.
Beast
mode.
Dude, so.
Beast mode.
Definitely. So, all right, guys. Well, with that, we got to wrap it up. And again, shout out to Monique M. getting hooked up with that $50 gift certificate to Family Motors Acura. Family Motors Acura, service now open Monday through Saturday. Go check them out. They got new and used cars too there. So thanks everybody for playing. If you have not played or participated, make sure you do. Groove993.com. Click on Danny P's Pigskin Picks. Very simple. You just scroll through and pick the team that you think is going to win. And if you do the best for the week, you win that $50 gift certificate to Family Motors Acura.
Nice.
And looking good. Looking forward to some good football starting tomorrow, you guys. Be safe out there. Have fun. And we will talk to you next time.